What's going on, famo? This is Podcast Agent Zero. Decided to go ahead and drop another reaction to Arlette's Pop the Balloon or Find Love. But this is episode 37. I just dropped my short review or reaction to episode 36. The first fella, I watched him already. Watched the first gentleman walk up um, and speak to the ladies. But, I like to react on the spot with my first time actually or something I never really seen before for the most part. So I'm not gonna rewind and go back to the first guy. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this second gentleman. So let's see what's going on here.
Oh, guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name Body.
Body?
Go by, yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, vending machines, got a podcast, I do music.
Okay.
And then I franchise a dessert company in 2 malls.
Nice. All right. What do you like to do for fun?
Basketball, like the hoop, so it's pretty much, poker. I'm a homebody.
Okay.
I gotta go out to network, but I like to be home, watch a good series or something.
Okay.
That's
What do you?
pretty much it.
Okay.
Chess.
Chess. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
Beauty. I'm one of the people, like they say looks don't matter, but it mattered to me. But also being smart, loyal, because I'm sapio, so smart is real big. We can have intellectual conversations. That's pretty much. It's like from the base level.
Okay. Understandable. Now, what are some deal breakers?
I don't smoke or drink, so like cigarette smoke.
Solid.
Cigarette smoke. If you smoke cigarettes, and then multiple baby daddies.
Okay. You said you don't smoke or drink.
I don't smoke or
You
drink
don't.
or
Okay.
have kids.
And have no kids.
No.
All right. So we haven't got any pop balloons. Let me hand you a pick.
The hard part.
Yes, I'm gonna have you pop
So-
2 balloons.
Yeah, this is the second gentleman that's walked up. The first one didn't get a pop when he introduced himself, and this gentleman hasn't either. The first one, it seemed like he would have definitely been a catch for a lot of women, but we're not going to go into exactly what happened there. But I will say he was disqualified for silly reasons. A few silly reasons, and then the last woman that he had a possibility to match with, she was celibate, and if I was to review her interaction with you guys, I could have kind of sensed that she had some kind of crazy past that might lead her to celibacy before marriage. And it would have been funny too, because it's something about certain women's voices, and I'm probably sounding like a lot of women, how they relate a certain sign to their past, like, oh, he a Libra, I can't date Libras because I have a bad experience. Well, that's what I mean with certain voices with certain women. It's like certain women have these certain voices to where it kind of remind me of the probability is you got a crazy past, and it almost damn near confirmed it when she said she's celibate before marriage. Matter of fact, look at this lineup right here. It's the third one from the left. The lady with the long hair right there, next to in between the one in the blue and the one with the white top and the black pants. That's exactly who I'm talking about. But anyway, let's continue.
Balloons.
2.
2 of them. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2.
All right. Let's go. All right.
I don't know what it is when a lot of the men say it's tough. I don't know if it's because it's not to hurt feelings. I understand that. But as far as just the eye test, for me, it would never be tough, ever. First 2 easy pops. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you asked me to do 3, it would be easy for me. But let's continue, man.
How you supposed to do this?
There we go. And one more.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Okay, let's start with the first one. You ended up popping. All right, if we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
All right, and Carmela, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I'm just listening, trying to get more information to learn about him.
Okay. So is he someone physically your type?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that means, especially when it comes to women, when they say, well, it's true for men too, but that's the reason why your appearance is important, gentlemen, because it's not how can I put this? It's not as important. Looks ain't as important for women as it is for us when it comes to choosing a mate. But at the same time, if you come decent and you have a certain body language about yourself and your posture is upright and you show a little bit of confidence and not too weird and awkward, it opens the door for you to showcase yourself in other ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's able to say shit like, well, I just wanted to listen. But, with a lot of gentlemen, they would have popped automatically. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even give a chance to listen because the prerequisites didn't match. So let's continue.
I was a little hesitant, but I'll let you slide. All right, so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, I thought she was older than 31. Thought she was older, so I was looking and I was like, she probably be a little older, so I popped it.
Okay, interesting.
Oops.
We got one more pop over here. Your name and age.
Ayana, 27.
Okay, and Ayana.
I would say what would help her, because she does look older, but what would help her is losing some weight. That would definitely help. Getting a more fit figure, because I appreciate the fact that she got locks. You know what I like to say about black women: rock your hair. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that she got locks, but it's just unfortunate that she's the first one to get popped, and it happened with the first gentleman too. I think one of the first ones to get popped when you have natural hair, in my opinion, because most women don't rock they shit. Black women don't rock their natural hair curled or locked. I'm not talking about straightened. I'm talking about curled or locked. So yeah, there's other prerequisites you gotta have in place when it comes to body type. Be fit. Let's continue.
Why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear him out. He also mentioned a word that a lot of people don't understand what it means, which is sapiosexual. So I like people that actually are very intellectual and like to have deep dive conversations.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
To be real, I don't even have a direct answer. I went with how I was feeling. I just thought that way. I was just feeling.
Okay.
But it wasn't.
All right, man. There's a lot of feminine language that these gentlemen use in these the pop of the balloons when they have to pop a balloon. There's a lot of feminine language when they say, "I'm just going with what I'm feeling at the time." Let's be real, man. You know what it is. She's less attractive than the rest of them. You don't gotta be. How can I put this? You don't have to be. I mean, of course, when you're honest, a lot of women will take that personally, but you don't have to be outright rude to be honest. You can still say what it is without being too crass. I would just say that, out of all the women in the lineup, I just find them more attractive. Nothing against her, but that's just really what it was. That's it. Oh, I just had this feeling. I just went with the feeling. Nigga, what? That if you dating with that type, that's your type of way of dating, that's an issue. Unless I understand where my instincts are tingling because it's something about her that just seem off. But that's wisdom behind that. There's a difference. Let's continue.
Like off the lid, just I felt when I was feeling.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. Right. Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got
Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right. So if I was, let's just say I'm in a barbershop and your ex come in there and he was talking about you or his time with you or describing you, what's some of the things I probably would hear? I would hear.
Basically, how would your ex describe
like
you?
if he was over, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Name and age first, and answer this question.
Sure. My name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Let me guess. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna name mostly positive traits, and at the same time, traits that the ex might find annoying, but won't point out any kind of shadow aspects of themselves. Let's continue.
My ex would describe me as a very affectionate person. I also love doing surprises. So if it's a birthday or any special date in our life and our relationship, I love to plan things. I'm a very neat and clean person, and I'm low-key a control freak, so I like to know what's going on at all times. So he'd probably mention that as well.
Thank you.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm glad she mentioned that. See, that's a red flag, actually. That's definitely a red flag. Now, of course, as your, I mean, yeah, that's a red flag. Control freak is alarming. Um, if you were just to say clingy, that would be a little bit different. Control freak, that's the issue. Because I mean, if a woman genuinely desires and likes you, yes, she's gonna be clingy. But the beauty about that is if she is feminine and willing to take your lead, there's not too much of a problem because you can let her know, you know, how things are gonna go with this relationship. You can set up the frame. So, and she'll, if she like you enough, she'll follow that frame. She'll cling to that frame. So that's the beauty about clinginess. It can have fluidity in it. Control though, that's the issue because you can't be controlled as a man, and she wouldn't even like you for that. So let's continue, man.
Your name and age and answer to this question.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28. Oh, the answer, sorry. I would say my ex would describe me as very giving and very selfless. So I like to prioritize like the people that I care about. So when it comes to like friends or family, if anyone needs me, like I'm very reliable. Yeah, I would say I'm very very reliable.
Name and age and answer to this question.
Hold on. What else? What else? But what else is it that got you single at 28 and don't have a family or a man yet? Or, you know, a man right now? What else? There's something else. And again, that's the thing about keeping it black or white here, because reality is black and white. There is a reason she is where she is right now and don't have a mate. So what else was it when it came to the relationship with your significant other that he probably would say about you on the shadow side? Because evidently it didn't work, right? So what is it? Because here's the thing: no matter if you, no matter which side of the coin you are, as far as the relationship, the man or the female, the male or the female, if you have a rambunctious woman as a man, you can say, all right, and you know, you made sure you looked out for her. You can say shit like, well, you know, I paid the bill. Well, she will say that I paid the bills. I gave her a good amount of attention. I gave her space. I, you know, I made sure she ate. I took her out on dates. I was romantic with her. But yet, if she's rambunctious, there is shadow sides within yourself that you must have to point out. But she probably would say I said yes too many times when I should have said no. Or she probably said that she probably would say shit, even if it's a positive on your end, you may feel like she probably would say that I was a little bit too strict on my schedule and I wasn't spontaneous enough, or a little bit too goal oriented and I didn't want to relax in life. You got to, that's what I mean by shadow side too. You, as ladies, they gotta need to point that shit out too, because that'll also give you a clue when it comes to that significant other, what type of mates that you chose. Did you choose the wrong mate? What, did you not match up with that mate? Like, what was the issue here? Was y'all both toxic? What's going on here? Paint the picture. Let's continue.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30. My ex would probably describe me as loving, caring, definitely a woman of God, super neat, and yeah, I think that's it.
That's good.
I don't know what it is, fellas. If y'all, those of y'all that are experienced with women, especially African American descent or FBA, you know, whatever you want to call it, FBA, or you know, came up in the African American culture, dating our women. Let me know what y'all feel in the comments. But my instincts would hurt. Something is really off with this young lady. I don't know what it is. Something is off. And I don't even want to say mentally, emotionally. Something is off about her. I can't even point it out. But and that's unfortunate to me, because as far as looks with this lineup, as far as looks, I would just change the hair, of course, but she would be the most attractive to me. I can't really see the face that well, but I'm just talking about shape and the way she's dressed and the skin tone and things like that. So, but something's just off, bro. Let's continue.
Let's go over here. Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Mimi, 28. I would say my ex would describe me as very caring, detail
That's another one. That would be the other attractive one right here. This light skinned lady.
oriented. I remember the small details he says, and also affectionate.
Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Nia. I'm 32. And first of all, we be in a barbershop together, so he better not say nothing crazy. I'm very patient, nurturing, understanding, but also I will ghost you in a heartbeat if my standards are not met. So,
Well then. Thank you. Let's head back this way. So we did get a pop over here.
Like they did name some good traits, but none of them really never mentioned. For some reason, this word has been escaping me for the last 2 days, and I've been trying to think of this word. But it's a positive trait with a woman in a relationship with a man. But it was a synonym for a woman that follows a man's lead. I cannot think of the fucking word right now, bro. Anywho, let's continue.
Did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I don't think that you're a bad-looking guy, but like the more I looked at him, I just wasn't attracted. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what was it?
I don't know, because his height's good, his face is okay. I just feel like if he approached me when we were out, I wouldn't really be interested.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay.
She's not a woman or nothing, but I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay, and why not?
The hair.
I mean, it wouldn't make me say, let me go talk to her. Like, just looking at her wouldn't make me say, I'm finna go approach her. Like, nothing about her stick out to me to make me like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Then we did get another pop down here. All right, why did we end up popping our balloon?
You see how she made that face like that? Like, that was, again, that just shows that women cannot take rejection. He sound like how a lot of women sound. I mean, what would make me walk up to her? I mean, but she couldn't take that shit, though. She was like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? Anywho, here's another thing for me, too. It's like, I don't like her posture. It's like, it's not even that it's a horrible posture, like she humpback, but for some reason when women kind of had that slight lean forward, it's just not, I don't know, it's just not attractive to me. Like, I mean, I guess in the primal mind, the primal way of looking at things as a, you know, super assertive male, there's certain things there's certain signifiers as far as the bedroom. So like if your back don't go in, but it poke out, that's just like, in the bedroom, it's probably not a good sight to see if I'm behind that. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just, yeah, anyway, that's probably a weird way of thinking, but that's just how I think about it when it comes to a women's posture. It's just like, you don't have to have your spine all the way bent in, but don't be a little hunched forward. Like, that's just not attractive, bro. Let's continue.
I was thinking about it. You said in the beginning that you don't drink or smoke. I know that sounds childish, but I do like to have fun. I'm very professional, but I also like to have fun. And in my experience, people that don't do that are very judgmental. That's fine. You can do what you want, but I like to have fun. So that's why I popped.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type?
Mm-hmm. He's very handsome.
Okay. Same thing here.
She's pretty.
She's pretty, okay.
Thank you.
Get a pass.
I mean,
All right. So we've got 3 balloons left. Go ahead and ask these ladies another question.
what's your love language?
What's your love language? Okay. What is your love language?
Bro, if this ain't one of the most gayest questions to ask women, bro, this shit is fucking gay, bro. Nothing against the LGBTQ and the rest of the other letters, but it's just like, you know, that's just the way we say shit, to say that shit too sweet. That shit kind of weak. That's a weak question, man. If you really looking for love for real, that question don't qualify for shit, bro. We talking about functional questions that has to do with a functional relationship, like probing questions that has to do with answers that will to see if will she bring attributes that's great for a long-lasting relationship or not, and especially a family or not a fucking love language. Unless you're trying to get in them draws. Now you're trying to get rapport with the woman. That's a different conversation. What's your love language? You want to get it on in their world. Well, a lot of men would like to do this, get in their world to build rapport so that she can feel comfortable with you, and you can, most likely slide into the pom pom and get into the juices and start, backstroking or however you would like to do it inside the pom pom juice. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue.
I would say I have a giving and
Let's see why the lady that just popped, let's see why she popped. Maybe it's because of the question, but let's see.
receiving love language. So the way I give love is acts of service, but the way I receive love, I would say, is words of affirmations and quality time. So we can just be sitting in a room together.
Now, I'm not saying that it's not important to understand your mate and understand what their needs are. You know what I'm saying? So you can help fulfill their needs as their significant other. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to, I think a lot of society have shit backwards. When it comes down to what's important in a relationship, a functional relationship, certain things need to work in the foundation, need to be foundational first. Then afterwards you explore each other's needs and everything like that, because there's foundational needs for both genders. You know what I'm saying? As the male needs a help mate, someone that can follow his lead, feminine, fertile, beautiful. That's foundational. Not a hoe. That's foundational. You know what I'm saying? Then on the woman need someone that's a leader, competent, disciplined, confident, ambitious, strong, creative, depending, well, maybe industrious. You know what I'm saying? Ability to network, like these things are foundational. Some of them aren't so much, but the leadership thing, ambitious, strong, those are foundational. So it's like after that, then you can get into what's your love language. Because a lot of times what we do in the Western culture now is we get into the love language and what kind of movies that you like, and you like sports and I like these activities and all that stupid ass shit without getting to the foundations of shit. So you move in with your significant other and it's like, damn, this motherfucker, this man right here don't get up to look for no job or nothing. Well, not even that. I ain't gonna say that. You might have a job, but he don't want to do nothing beyond that. He just comes home and eat Cheetos and play video games. Or this woman ain't clean. Like, you feel me? She don't take care of her feminine parts for real. She don't take care of her womb for real. So how the fuck can you have children? If that man goes to work and come home and eat Cheetos all day, how the fuck can he exemplify strength in times of peril? So these questions are important. These are the foundational things. So let's continue, man.
And we don't even have to be talking, just so long as you're like physically there and we just share a space. I enjoy that, as well as words of affirmations, like telling me like compliments or just reassuring me if I had a long day at work and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay. And over here, what's your love language?
My love language.
Here's the thing. So this goes as the foundational thing again. Reassurance got to be earned, man. You get reassurance by nobody, men, all the fucking time. So number one, you gotta like the man, of course. I know she's pointing at that. So because she wouldn't be in that situation if she don't like the man to be reassured. But number two is, what are you bringing on your end to bring value in his life so that he will give you that reassurance? This made me think about it was a recent Fresh and Fit podcast, After Hours, when it was this woman that's in a relationship and she realized that the man that she was dating wasn't being affectionate until she actually let him know where she was going, where she was, to exemplify that she's willing to submit to his security measures. to make sure that she's safe. Then after that, he started showing more affection. So, and she was like, that's when he changed. No, he ain't changed. You earned his affection. That's how the fuck it works. You earn the affection from a man that's strong and competent and has somewhere to go, and that's really a leader that's willing to protect and provide everything he fucking loves. If the thing that he's in relations with don't show no value back, why the fuck would he be affectionate towards it? That's just how it works. So I'm saying that all to say, words of affirmation, you not getting that if you're not bringing no value. Like, fuck that. Like, I barely bring, like, even if I'm just dating, I'm in a relationship, by the way. I'm just using this as, like, even if I'm in the marketplace, or when I was in the marketplace, like, I ain't do a lot of goddamn compliments, especially on a woman's looks. Maybe if she put some accessories together a certain way, like, damn, that fit kind of fly. And it's not because she's showing her body. That fit kind of fly. You know why? Because she put that shit together for real. She put in effort for real. So I might say that, and I won't even linger on that. Damn, that fit kind of fly. I fuck with the color schemes, and then move on. You feel me? Because the shit that comes after that, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that, you're gonna have to earn that from me. Let's continue.
Is gifts, and I know that can sound like gold digger-ish, but it's in the way that, like, when you're out and about and you see something, it's like, oh, I think Waverly would really like that. Like, it's the concept of you thinking about me while you're doing other things.
Okay. Sounds good. And we got a pop down here. Let's go ahead and see why she ended up popping. Why'd you pop your balloon?
The more I just kind of studied you, I realized that you're not necessarily my type. You seem just a little bit too chill. I love chill people in general, but it has to be like a balance for me. So,
Okay, so you want to be a little more? What you want him to do?
it's your posture,
Okay.
tone of voice, the questions that you're asking. So, yeah.
Got you.
Okay. All right. Now she's someone that's your type.
She cute.
Cute. Baby, I'm old. That's quite...
You can be cute at any age.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I was frustrated with missed forecasts and endless talent searches, neglecting my responsibility.
So look, I think the word she's looking for is like calm, because women like calm men, but you can still be commanding. I mean, not commanding. You can still have a strong masculine essence that exudes out of you, even when you're calm. I think what she's trying to say is it doesn't seem like there's a strength coming from him. You know what I'm saying? In spirit, it's not a strength that's exuding from him. And that kind of connects with the question that he asked. Because there's seems like there's not a lot of intentionality there. And it kind of goes back to what I assumed she popped for. I was like, well, let's see if she popped because of the question. That kind of aligns with what she just said. He's a little too calm. In other words, he's not intentional enough. And that intentionality will show through his energy. Like right now, I'm calm right now, super calm. But you can tell by the way I'm speaking, there's a lot of intentionality and there's purpose and there's strength behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a perfect example of that right there. If I was in the lineup with all those women and I didn't meet the looks department to them, I will it will be assured that they will feel the strength. That's for sure. And she said posture too, so that's part of strength as well. So let's continue.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And we got a pop back here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
As crazy as it sounds, I'm only 5'2", so I feel like you're a little too tall. But all your answers are great. I think you're very attractive. It's just the height thing, since I am so short. Sometimes I feel like when I have a guy that's towering over me, I just feel like aesthetically it kind of looks a little off. Yeah. So yeah, as crazy as it sounds, just a tiny bit shorter.
All right, let's
Okay.
fast forward, man.
All right. So if she's saying it comes.
Do a little bit of commentary work,
Let's go back.
legal and political.
James Campbell.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
James,
James?
Yes.
James, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a recent law school graduate, and I also do a little bit of commentary work, legal and political.
All right, nice. So what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go on vacation. I like to just hang out with friends and family. I like to do a lot of humanitarian work. I do a lot of work with the homeless, a lot of work with at-risk youth, and I just like to watch like crime stories, keep up with legal stories in the news. Yes.
All right, lawyer. Almost though, right? Almost. Okay,
Almost.
Congrats on graduating. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I like someone who is very family oriented.
Okay.
Someone who's going to put family above career. I like someone who likes to go to church and values
That's a good point. Family over career. That's a good point.
relationship with God. I like someone. Okay. I like someone who maybe just is into the things that I like to do, into like helping homeless people, into at-risk youth. Someone who's naturally nice, just a naturally kind person. It's not forced. Someone who's nice to the waitress, but it's also nice to the CEO of the company.
Okay.
Man, I'll give you a heads up right now. They in Phoenix, bro. Man, despite how masculine, how deplorable and quarrelsome a lot of black women are in the city of Atlanta, if they heard this gentleman talk, they would have been popping immediately. Because the more he was speaking, the more he sound like he was on the sweet side. And a lot of women in Atlanta, black women in my area, they would be so traumatized, like, nah. Because there's so many niggas that's down low around this area. It's like, I'm not even going to take a chance if you sound slightly sweet, bro. Like, hell no. So, that's why in my mind, I was thinking more of them was going to start popping, honestly. I really did. But let's continue.
All right, that's a good one. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
I don't like someone who is just unreliable, says one thing, does another. Someone who doesn't value a relationship with God. Someone who is just has no direction in life. You know, so that would be the top three.
Brother, that's a lot of women. I mean, okay, granted, there are women that have a lot of goals and they have a vision and things like that, but that's just a lot of women in general that don't have any direction in life, honestly. But there's many ways you can look at that. Sometimes women do need strong men in their life to have direction a lot of the times, because even when they have goals and shit like that, they don't know what they're doing with them. And there are many selfish aspirations with the goals that they're meeting when they're independent and things like that. So yeah, at the same time, they still don't know what they're really doing with their life, because in the natural sense, they're still not going in the direction of the universal pull, really. When you talk about the God aspect of things, since you want to bring up God, so yeah, so you're pretty much, again, most women are swaying with the wind, because they're swaying with what society says in the first place anyway. Go to college, get a degree, blah, 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 blah. So therefore, they need a leader anyway. But also, you might have a point there as well when it comes to maybe their upbringing. There was no help with understanding the pathway of what direction they're going with their life. So it can give you a view of what their upbringing is like with family. Did she have a strong father? Was her father in her life? Did they have a healthy family unit? Was there any uncles that's there to help her along the way, brothers, whatever? So I just had to elaborate on that when it came to the direction that she doesn't have a direction in her life. I would just put it like this: women in general overall might not have direction in their life, but they have other traits, that functional traits for a relationship, like willing to follow a man's lead, has hobbies so that she's really interested and passionate about, that doesn't have to necessarily make her money, but she has her attention on something creative and something that she's passionate about, that'll keep her mind off of the bullshit, because women cause chaos when they're bored. So if you're talking about that as far as direction, that's not really a big overarching direction. When you talk about like focus in that sense, I get what you're saying. But let's continue.
All right, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Okay. Shalane, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. And yeah, that just wouldn't align with like my life. Basically, I love your jacket though. It's
Thank you.
fire.
So are you atheist?
Honestly, I'm halfway between atheist and agnostic.
All right, see, this question has let me know, and I can tell by his mannerisms, but I should have pointed it out before I said that, because a lot of you gentlemen might be like, "Are you just saying that because you see that now? That's why you acting like you can read shit." But the way he's carrying himself, his demeanor, his decorum, the word that y'all like to use right now, and the way the gentleman speaks is like, I can tell there's a dense mindset when it comes to anything that's relating to religion. And y'all know I like to harp on that shit a little bit, so I'm not gonna go too far with that. But like, as soon as she said, I'm not even I don't go to church and blah 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 blah, he said, are you atheist? And you see, that's what you call two-dimensional thinking. There's many dimensions of thinking when it comes to spirituality, right? Like me, I'm not denominational. I don't claim myself to be a part of any religion, but I studied every religion, and I have a big passion of understanding the universe at large and how everything works and how nature expresses itself. How God expresses itself through nature, and the word comes through nature and everything around. So like, he probably would have asked me, are you atheist? Hell no, because I know there's a higher power that drives everything. If that was the case, if there wasn't, then we wouldn't exist to even say anything. I couldn't even go take a shit in the morning. I couldn't even eat. Fruit wouldn't even grow from the fucking earth. That's good for you. So of course something's driving everything, because everything makes sense. Everything is here for something else. Everything that exists is here to benefit something else that exists. So of course something else is driving. There's purpose behind everything. But again, he's driven by God concepts, which a lot of the time, what it seems to be, God concepts, because it's like, oh, you're either denominational or you're part of this religion or whatever, or you're atheist. But that's God concepts, which is, God concepts created by humans or exemplified by humans, which humans are created by God. So why the fuck? Anyway, I'm going down a rabbit hole again. Maybe I need to just start talking about that on my own and on another channel, because this is not what this channel is about. But y'all can definitely tell I'm very passionate about this shit. And I can read through dense belief systems that don't allow people to be aligned with nature and all that is in itself. But let's continue.
I'm still trying to figure it out, but I know for a fact, like, I'm just not Christian right now.
You know what's powerful? She might be in a better position when it comes to clarity and wisdom than so many westernized Christian black people. She might be in a way better position because she said, I'm trying to figure it out. Curiosity leads to wisdom. Pure, genuine curiosity leads to wisdom. And she probably had a bad taste in her mouth from her upbringing, because she said she grew up in a church, and there was an intelligence in her that said something ain't right about this. Now let me say this before anybody that's watching this platform feels offended or anything. Anyone that's a Christian, Muslim, whatever. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being those things. I'm just saying that if you're in alignment with all that is, and your practice and and you find that you have connection with a certain religion that helps you stay disciplined and move in that how can I put it? Stay disciplined and move in moral action that's based off of all that is, or God. There's no problem with that. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people that are enslaved, that have a slave mindset, but follow religion, but don't really understand what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. But let's continue.
Right. And the thing is, I've dated atheists before in the past, and really nice people, you know. But I would say at this age where I actually am marriage minded, someone that I want to bear my children, I would say I want someone
Equally yoked.
Yes, equally yoked as well.
No, I got you, and I respect it. Yeah. So that's the only reason I popped.
But I'm friends with atheists, and I think they're good people.
That's great.
Everybody has some good in them. All right, now is she someone that's your type?
Very pretty, very attractive, very nice feet. That's actually something that I look at as well. And I think the haircut looks really good on her.
Oh, thank you.
So, I mean, very attractive person for sure. Love the accent too. Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've been here a while, but the accent is still there.
It ain't going nowhere.
No, it's not. I appreciate that. I think you're pretty attractive as well, if that counts for anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28.
Lynn, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I like the way you dress. I think you're attractive, and I love that you mentioned humanitarianism, because that's something I value as well. It was just when you mentioned you're looking for a woman that at this point is valuing starting a family or a family over a career. Right now, I am only 28, so at this point in my career, I'm still like career focused, and I'm kind of a family is kind of like the second thought. So I just
thank you for popping the balloon. And this is why you're 28. How long will you be fertile? This is very illogical. Like, it's amazing to me how, okay, gentlemen and ladies, gentlemen observe women and women observe yourselves when it comes to you being, and this is why women are followers naturally. It shows when it comes to society. You're easily programmable. And you're more you're more emotional beings, the more emotional gender. Whatever is more emotional is easier to program, way easier, because belief system attach themselves to, and psychologically, when there's strong, intense emotions behind it, right? So you can be fucked through propaganda, even subconsciously in your society, and you just follow suit with it without even realizing where it's coming from. So the very fact that she said, I'm only 28, family's in the back burner, I'm focused on my career right now. But let's look at nature again. Let's look at nature. Naturally, your womb, or you have a certain amount of eggs up until a certain point, right? And the longer you wait, the more dangerous it is to bring children to term, right? So therefore, what does that say as far as the order of nature? What does that say that you must prioritize first? But again, you've been affected by feminism and feminism talking points and masculine thinking, because that's masculine thinking that she's actually exuding right now. Career first, then family. No. That's the masculine, because we have to build ourselves up. We have to get certain skill sets. We have to get the resources so that we can attract women to build a family with. But on the flip side, as the woman, you want to attract the best man that you can, who, if you want a family, wants healthy children. So you must be as fertile as possible so that you can create a family and then probably pursue a career. That's really how it naturally supposed to go for women. You pursue the career afterwards. You can write them books. You can be a teacher. You can be an accountant, blah, 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 blah. So it would actually be beneficial if you had children earlier, and then you can do that. That's how it really used to work in ancient times with our people. And we had the most balanced, healthy civilization at those times, but that's a whole nother conversation. So like, that's the issue now. That's the reason why a lot of women that are on the panel right now are in their late 20s or 30s, because what they prioritize, they might have had a man in their life that's really ready to build a family, but they didn't show the traits of a woman that's ready for a family. So do you know what that does to men that's really serious about that? Turn off. Might not tell you, but if like, she's not available for it, that's a problem. But let's continue.
Like, as of now, we're not aligned, because I am career focused, and you're looking for someone who's kind of like wanting to kind of start that family. So I just don't think where I'm at right now we'd be aligned in that. That's literally just it.
All right. I would say that I didn't exactly mean someone who's ready to start a family today. I just meant that basically when we get married, when you do get married, you kind of put family above career.
Oh, for sure.
But not right this instant. But I understand, the ideology, and I think she's an attractive person as well.
No, that's definitely a good point. But at the same time, her priorities are off, honestly. It is.
Thank you.
I like the way she's dressed, and she has a nice smile.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's go on over here.
Join my free workshop on how to buy apartments using money.
Fuck that free workshop. But anyway, I'm probably gonna do a part 2. I have to attend to some family gathering right now, but I'm gonna get back to work, man. Put out another video for you guys, so it might be a part 2 of this because this was pretty interesting. But other than that, y'all stay up. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't be a bitch. Go to the gym. Get some money. Follow your passion, and get stronger every day. 100.